Is that good enough for you? That was close. Sure. There's a bunch more that Chris didn't mention, but we'll just leave that be for now. That's fine. I just want to say thanks to Chris, and I especially want to thank everyone here tonight at Lone Star Warriors Outdoors for your all patriotism and your continued support of our fallen and wounded warriors by providing such great events such as this one. For me, I was blessed growing up in a hunting family, albeit in New Jersey, the southern portion of it. And some of my greatest memories are in camp with my dad and brothers, so I'm honored here this weekend to be with our brothers in arms, both past and present. When Chris first asked me to speak tonight, I was a little taken aback because through our communication and our mutual friend, Hugh Foskey, I figured he would have put two and two together and knowing that I wasn't the sharpest tool in the shed, especially coming from New Jersey, but we'll try and give it our best shot here. Chris and I talked about how to highlight the fact that there still is a war going on and we still have a common enemy and a need to fight this common enemy. I'm sure we've all seen and heard the news about the Paris attacks, anti-terror raids in Belgium, the interior war European nations are facing against terrorism, and most recently the terrorist attacks in San Bernardino. The big thing for me is trying to figure out how we highlight this without hanging a black cloud over this great weekend we have here. One thing I'd like to start with is just by quoting the author George Orwell by saying, "Good people sleep peacefully in their beds at night only because rough men stand by to do violence on their behalf." As we speak tonight, I can promise you I promise you there are rough men conducting this violence for us, even though media and other entities may say otherwise. I just want to highlight, make no mistake, our enemy is in this for the long haul. They have been quoted by saying this is their holy war, and at the end of 20 years they'll have world domination and the West will live in fear. They have posted their benchmarks along this time frame, and they're well ahead of their projected spot where they thought they would be. But one key thing they have forgotten is the fighting spirit of our warriors. As our predecessors before us fought, current warriors here tonight and other warriors overseas are fighting, and our future warriors will fight and stand for good, and not cower behind their own misbeliefs and corrupt understanding. I recently read an analogy from a retired lieutenant colonel who fought in the Vietnam War that I think describes the difficulties that we are facing, but ultimately describes the victorious human spirit. We may well be in the most violent times in history, but violence is still remarkably rare. This is because most citizens are kind, decent people who are not capable of hurting each other except by accident or under extreme provocation. They are sheep. I mean nothing negative by calling them sheep. To me, it is like the pretty blue robin's egg. Inside it is soft and gooey, but someday it will grow into something wonderful. But the egg cannot survive without its hard blue shell. Police officers, soldiers, and other warriors are like that shell. And someday, the civilization they protect will grow into something wonderful. For now, though, they need warriors to protect them from the predators. Then there are the wolves, and the wolves feed on the sheep without mercy. There are evil men in this world, and they are capable of evil deeds. The moment we forget that, or pretend it is not so, we become sheep. There is no safety in denial. Then there are the sheepdogs, and the warriors here tonight are your sheepdogs. We live to protect the flock and confront the wolf. If you have no capacity for violence, then you are a healthy, productive citizen, a sheep. If you have a capacity for violence and no empathy for your fellow citizens, then you have defined an aggressive sociopath, a wolf, a terrorist, our enemy. But what if you have the capacity for violence and a deep love for your fellow citizens? Then you are a sheepdog, a warrior, someone who is walking the hero's path, someone who can walk into the heart of darkness, into the universal homophobia, and never bat an eye and never falter in the face of fear. We all have been given a gift in life. Some of us are gifted athletes, and some of us have a flair for art. Warriors have been given the gift of aggression. They would no more misuse this gift than a doctor would misuse his healing arts, but they yearn for the opportunity to use their gifts to help others. These people, the ones who have been blessed with a gift of aggression and a love for others, are our sheepdogs. These are our warriors. I'd like to close with this. We're at war. There's no doubt about that. But we can sleep peacefully at night knowing that as we sit here now and enjoy camp this weekend, that the fight is being taken to our enemy. And the fact that the sheepdogs have the support of great patriots in this room tonight and all across America, it makes our job easier and makes us fight harder to protect the flock and rid the earth of the wolves. Thank you all tonight, and God bless America.